Hey everyone, Brendan here again to show you some more Excel. Today I'm going to show you a income statement and break-even analysis along with some scenario analysis. So just some useful tools you can use on Excel to show visualization as a presentation, or even this one's very user-friendly, so you can pass it along. Other people might be able to use it for their advantage. Okay, one of the first things I want to talk about is the macro function on Excel. It allows you to start recording, do a number of combinations of clicks and combinations and changes in numbers, and then link that recording to a button like this one. And I use that function to create this interface web page type design to my presentation today. So as you can see, you can click through all the pages very easily. You don't have to look at all the ugly tabs down here and all the data behind some of the stuff that I did. So one of the first things I'm going to show you is the income statement. I did a very easy income statement and imagined a deli that is working in New York City. As you can see here, they're paying $15,000 a month lease. I have fixed costs and variable costs and just some easy revenue. For this, we assumed right now that we're seeing 100 customers a day and the average customer spending $950. We're open 360 days a year, and that's how you get your total revenue. And same thing with the variable costs over here. The variable costs are 10% of the monthly revenue, and the daily wages are calculated $10 an hour and a couple workers a day. I calculated the monthly variable cost to go along with the monthly fixed cost, and then the total expenses are down here at the bottom. As you can see right now, under these conditions, when experiencing a loss in our net income. So one of the useful tools you can do with this is you can see, if you wanted to see how many customers each day you would need to break even, let's say. We're going to set this cell equal to 0 by changing this cell. And you can see that are at around 112 customers a day we break even. As you can see over here in the data table, it just has the number of guests, revenue, expenses, net income. One of the nice things that also is with this is a break-even chart. This shows at which point the revenues crosses the expenses is our crossover point, which is our break-even point. And over here you can see the data labels show you profit and losses. You can picture this as 100, 105, 110, 115. So somewhere in the middle there at 112 people we break even. Going home and going on to the next thing, you can see the net income analysis. This page has a 2 variable data table, and that shows us at which point, if we changed the average price that a customer was spending at the deli each time, along with how many customers each day we were experiencing, we could see the different profitabilities at which levels we might be able to see. Along with this, the table was set up the same exact way, and that's just a good way to show under what circumstances you might be able to see a better profitability. The chart also shows you at the x-axis the crossover point. So at series 8 here, you can picture that as $11 an hour. You're breaking even just at seeing 100 customers a day. So that's obviously would be nice to be able to have everyone spending more money, but that would also drive customers away. So you have to consider the benefits of each action. This is only a forecasting tool. It doesn't predict the future. Okay, one of the other nice things that Excel allows us to do is have a scenario manager. Now what this thing can do is show, what I used it for was to do different business cycles and to display under which business cycles of your business do you think what kind of profitability you might be seeing. Now, you have to add in the different scenarios, and all that does is make you change a couple of the numbers around and add it in the scenario. I did the 4 business cycles, which is expansion, peak, contraction, and trough. And those are typically what a lot of people see when opening a business. You see a lot of new customers, and hopefully after good reviews, you reach a peak point, you're making a lot of money. And after a while, some of the customers die down. You have to come up with a new marketing idea or a new way to draw the customers in. So using this, you can just click show during the expansion phase. We're seeing 120 customers a day. We're only getting I did this under monthly expenses and net income, because the business cycle for different businesses can last a different period of time. So you don't want to be forecasting for a year when your business cycle could last 3 months. So whatever your business is, you can change the net income, multiply it from monthly to semi-annually or annually, or whatever you would like. So look, under this you can see the expansion phase. We're seeing 120 customers. Under the peak, we're seeing 200 customers. We're seeing $22,000 in revenue a month, which is great, for our business, but that doesn't always last. And under the contraction, we're not really seeing many customers at all. We're only seeing 113 customers a day. We're barely breaking even for the month at $84. And then, during a depression, or let's say, you have a fire in the business, have to do some work and close for a little bit, so you don't really see that many customers. You can obviously see that your net incomes would be negative during this time. So along with all these cool tools that you can use, I think the greatest part about these tools for anyone is that it can turn your workbook that you might have worked very hard on into a great user-friendly presentation, and a lot of people might be able to use something like this. Another thing I want to touch on with the scenario analysis is that because of my income statement being so simple, it doesn't really show too much of a change in the numbers. If you had every single product that a deli bought on this income statement and could add scenarios about times of inflation and deflation and changing in prices of goods, that might be able to forecast a lot better than some of the stuff that I just showed you. This is only a simple analysis, and obviously a lot more could be added into these statements. So that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and share this video with your friends, and that's all. Thank you for taking the time to watch.